Hello. So I wanted to show you how we set up for painting. We have a palette, which is basically a styrofoam tray, and we use a liner, which is basically a piece of copy paper, could be newspaper, but in this case we're using old copies of things that people threw away in the recycle bin. And we use that because we don't want to have to wash this. We can just throw this paper out as we use our palette. Now over here I have the paint setup. Now I have the primary colors, and I'm taking the covers off. Red, yellow, and blue primary, and some white. We're going to focus on just creating tints, and we're only going to use a small amount on our palette because a little goes a long way. And also, we don't want to throw away paint, and we really can't store it in between classes. It will dry because it dries very quickly. For people who are working at home, you might be able to keep your paint from drying out by putting it in a plastic covered container. We used to use, what is it? Well, I can't put my hands on it right now. Oh, here it is. We used to use these cases that have a cover on them, but I suppose if you were going to do that, you would have to work on a smaller palette and maybe use a different container. I don't know, maybe a large cake plastic Tupperware thing. But anyway, you want to put your colors on the perimeter of your palette so that you have this area to mix. Now, you can use any brush. I like to use 2 or 3. So you can get 2 or 3 brushes. I'm going to fix my lanyard. So we have the school. And then I don't have to wash it out, and I can keep a color on there. But this is really important. You want to use, say I want to make light yellow. So you take some of the yellow, bring it over, and then take some of the white. And that's how you would start. And then I could make it lighter over here. So now I have a medium and a lighter tint of the yellow. And I can start to practice how that looks on my paper. Likewise, I can do that with my blue. I can make a light blue, and then I can make a lighter light blue. And you'll find that you really only need a little tiny bit of the blue. So you can see that I have a light blue, and I have my medium light blue. See that? And that's that. The red is very strong, so I'm going to even use a little tiny bit to make my light red. What is that? What do we call that? We call it pink, but it's really light red. So from here I can get another color if I want to. But the problem is when we add white to a color, we kind of, it becomes almost a gray neutral of the color. So it isn't like a pure red and blue mixed together. But anyway, those are the tints, and I would practice that first before working on the icons that the shapes that we're going to be painting.